we are going to rearrange my art studio. This is my art studio. The goal of today is to make more room and make this side a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. And then we're gonna move this side out of the way just to have a little bit more room here. I don't know what it's gonna look like. I don't know if it's gonna work. It's currently 10 o'clock at night. So why not do it right now? Let's go. this is where we're at. So the table was there before. I moved it over to the corner. So when you come in here, it's a lot more spacious over here. And then you have my art wall. I'm thinking I'm gonna add some more curtains there. I mean, see, that's a curtain. These are bed sheets. I feel like on camera the bed sheets look, or the curtain looks nice, but in person, it does not. It looks a little ghetto fabulous. So I think I'm just gonna get white sheets. I'm gonna leave that because I really like the way it's hanging. So I'm gonna get white sheets and maybe finesse it, maybe like hang it over. I don't know, I just want to fill up this wall. My intention with this side is I want to be able to take photo shoots here and put my easel up on here and kind of make this my artistic backdrop. I wish I could cover the door, but this is a laundry room. We're in here every day. Can't cover it. So, yeah, this is where we're at. This is I have 2 side tables here. And I have some more paintings in this storage room. But so far, I think it looks good. It's nice to be able to walk downstairs and just like walk into more space, you know? It is feeling a little cramped there, but that's okay. It's organized. It's cramped, but it's organized. Time to clean brushes. I have my dish soap. My brushes have been soaking in Murphy's oil soap for like 3 days. So I don't want to leave them in here any longer. Because normally I would. And I have my makeup cleaner pad. This morning I did my morning pages from the book The Artist's Way. And it was easier than I expected. Usually I can never write more than like half a page in my journal, but I've been really pushing myself to just write exactly what I'm thinking rather than curating what I'm thinking to appease some imaginary person that may or may not read it. And I think it's been helping me be more authentic in my journal, which I'm hoping will translate into the real world. My communication skills, I feel like have, especially since COVID, have gotten worse. And I notice that whenever I get in front of the camera and I start filming, it just stresses me out, and it shouldn't be like that. I think as kids, it was so much easier to communicate your thoughts and your emotions because you just say whatever you want to say. Ooh, and these are my favorite brushes. I'm gonna put some Vaseline on some of the ones that are a little bit more frayed. Okay, let's keep it going. As I continue to build my personal brand, I'm definitely going to work slowly and more methodically as opposed to just doing things. I don't know how else to put it. I feel like in the past, anytime I've tried to build a personal brand, it's just me doing things. It's just me waking up and be like, I'm gonna do this today, and then having no order or, well, that's it, having no order to anything and having nowhere to put these ideas. So this year I'm being more intentional with how I'm organizing my ideas and executing those ideas. not had this many clean brushes in a long time. I'm so excited that this worked. Now I do have a little bit of petroleum jelly. Let's see if this helps. Got my Vaseline. In my cup today, I have turmeric, lemon, a little bit of honey, and a little bit of ginger. Let's see if this actually tastes good. So as I start my personal branding journey, I've reflected on why it's been so difficult for me and what I have to do to overcome that hurdle. When I was young, I used to be okay with change. I used to be okay with uncertainty. I have to fix you. Because I knew that on the other end of change and on the other end of discomfort was exactly what I was looking for. And it made me think back to high school. I switched high schools from between grade 10 and grade 11. I ended up switching high schools completely by myself because I hated the high school that I went to, and the only reason I chose that high school is because of my friends. I wanted to be with my friends. By the time I reached my grade 12 year, I wasn't really close with those people, and in my heart, I knew that this was not the high school I was meant to graduate from. So I switched with nothing but a hope and a dream. And the first semester of that high school year was so uncomfortable. I remember crying in the bathroom, crying in assemblies because I had nobody to sit with and I was walking to these assemblies by myself. It makes me want to cry now, not even out of pain, but just because I can't believe I did that. You know, when you're in high school, your whole world is high school. You don't have a bigger frame of reference for what the outside world is. So for me to do that with no idea of what was to come and just having it in my heart that that's what I was supposed to do, I'm just always proud of that person, and I want to get back to that girl. Because even though that first semester was hard, the next semester and the next year, by the time I graduated, I was like, why didn't I do this sooner? I knew that this was good for me, and I waited. I mean, everything happens the way it should. I will always have that lesson, and I think had I gone to that school, I never would have known. That story has always stuck with me. That decision has always stuck with me, and I think I needed to go to that first school in order to make that decision for myself. No, my parents didn't make that decision for me. I went to them, I said, I have to switch. It's making me get choked up. I don't know why. I think because I'm just like, I'm proud of that girl. And I look very fondly at that memory because I knew even then that in order for good things to happen, you have to maybe do things that you don't want to do, or do things that are going to be outside of your comfort zone. And that is what I'm trying to do again. I want to get back to that person because I know scary is good. Scary is good. Anyways, what I'm gonna do this weekend, because my Instagram page is a little bit dead, I think I'm definitely going to. I have a few days off of work. I'm gonna do a photo shoot with some of my paintings that have not sold, that I have not posted, and I just need to get myself out there a little bit more. Like, I have this painting behind me. I think I posted it once on my Instagram, and there's so many nice details. Like, when you look up close, I think it's a really nice painting, and I have to get over this doubt and fear that I have with showing my work and advocating and just, you know, being my own cheerleader for my work. I think I've proven to myself that I have the skill, I have the ideas, I have the creativity, and now I need to find the audience. And that is the hardest part. But I'm going to push myself to do it. So this weekend, I think I have like 4 days off of work, which is great. Praying that nobody calls me. And I am going to just do like a content day, maybe a content weekend. Sometimes I start doing content and then I'm like, oh my God, I have an idea, I need to paint. But I need to prioritize making content as an art form just as much as I prioritize my actual art form. So that's my plan, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna take you along for the journey, and I deserve to have a voice. I deserve to be heard, and I have to keep reminding myself of that. So let's go. I gotta go to work. I saw someone use her paint palettes as art pieces and she sells them. And I was like, that's actually a really good idea. Because I don't keep all of mine. I actually threw a lot away, but I was like, I'm gonna start keeping them so I can maybe sell them in the future or like turn them into like their own art pieces, because I feel like paint palettes are just so beautiful to look at and I love that idea. So these are the only ones I have because I threw the rest away, but in the future I will be keeping them. Okay, so I think we're ready to wrap it up, guys. That was my media day. I only showed you a little bit. I've been at this for about 2.5 hours and I'm really excited for the photos that I got. I think once I get to editing them, my vision is gonna come across. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy I trusted my vision and trust the process, like I always say. That is literally my motto. And I'm hoping this really helps me fight through that creative block I've been having the past few years. I feel like I'm in this creative, I don't know what the opposite of block is, but my creativity is like going like this, and I'm back. I'm happy to get my groove back. My drink of the day is lemonade, and that's it. I do have a fake wine bottle here, champagne bottle, that was part of my shoot. And yeah, that's it. I now have to get ready to go to my work Christmas party in January. Don't ask questions, okay? Bye-bye.